Hey guys, Mark here with another update for Fire Emblem Heroes, this time with the new arena update for 2.5. Basically, there's been a lot of changes to this arena update that they just released, and that I think there's some really good things and some really not really good things, or bad things really, but it's not really too bad with the changes that they just released. So if you guys didn't read the news, what they changed with the arena is a couple of things. First thing is that instead of 7
What's the plan?
matches in a row, they've reduced it to 5 matches in a row. And not only that, the offensive tier rewards have been replaced with consecutive rewards for the week. So you can only get these rewards just like once, but just like the offensive tier rewards. Instead of waiting at the end of the week, you get them instantly after winning each match. If you did them in a row, of course.
Time to fly.
So it's not bad. You get them instantly, and you also get a little bit more. It's not too much more, but a little bit more. It's like an extra feather and then 1 extra orb, and then some more arena medals that you probably don't need, because if you've been doing arena consistently every week, you should probably just have a crap ton of arena medals at this point. And the second change, and the really big change I think that they did, was they allow bonus units for arena to be given the Tempest Trial buff this time around. So if you don't know what a Tempest Trial buff is that in Tempest Trial, the bonus units that you use in there get extra stats. What these extra stats entail is that they get an additional plus 10 HP, and then plus 4 to each and every stat. So attack, speed, res, and defense. What that equates to overall is that is a free plus 10 unit that you get, but it's a little bit better because you get an additional 6 HP. So think about it, it's insane when you think about it, because if you already have a plus 10 unit, that plus 10 unit instantly became a plus 20 unit with an additional 6 HP on top. So it's insane. What this entails is that it's easier for new players to get into arena, and from there, once they get into arena, is to get into the higher tiers. This means that they get better rewards faster, for sure. Get into higher tiers faster as well, and it eases a little bit on them going up against units who are already fully built, against players who already been around for since the beginning of the game, basically last year. And it helps a lot at the end of the day. Even helps a lot of new players, because not new players, but a lot of the old players too, because we all have had that frustrating time or matches where we're near the end of our run and then we end up either messing up or something unexpected happen, or we're really not paying attention to like damage calculations, stuff like that, and it just ruins us because then we would have to do all 7 matches again. So it does lighten the frustration a little bit, for sure. I agree with that, and you know, it's a good thing, right? But then with the good things is I believe there's also a couple of bad things at the end of the day. So what the few things that I can see happen with this new arena update is the influx, not really influx, but like the increased amount of people who are now going to be floating between tiers a lot, because what happens is that since everyone is getting the Tempest Trial buff, if you're using a bonus unit with the Tempest Trial buff, or if you happen to have a unit that's built up with a Tempest Trial buff, that means you're gonna get most likely easier wins, and easier wins means you're also gonna get better scores if you have units with really good BST at the end of the day, and that's gonna get you into tiers, but it's also gonna, in a way, kind of get you into a tier that's already basically full. So people are gonna be bouncing up and down, or trying to fight for that extra one more point just to get just to at least get into the minimum of staying into that tier. And that the minimum hasn't really changed. Obviously, you're doing 5 wins now instead of 7, so they reduced. All they did was just lower the bracket down a few, like 1,200 points or so, like something like that. I did do another run after this run. I think that in this one I got like 3,500. My second run of the arena for the week, I got 3,800 or something, and that made me get into rank 1,000 for tier 20. So I'm safe there. But this run, I think I ended up getting placed in 4,500. So if you think about it, like that 300 points is a big difference. And this is just me because I only have, these are my core units. I do have my 3 core units that I use a lot, and with my 4th unit being whatever the bonus unit is for that week, unless if it's Nino, then God bless me. So I could see people floating more between ranks now, but this also makes arena in a way kind of more easy. Like even doing this run, especially with the way how arena matches you up with opponents now, and they try to match you up with opponents around the same strength, but even around the same strength, I feel like I'm just breezing through the most, not all of them, but most of the opponents I go up against. If they don't, especially if the opponents didn't really build the units the way that I expect, like mostly I expect them to be built. So it's kind of lackluster now. Eventually it's gonna be like you're just going through the motions, and I just don't like that, because I do like the strategy aspect, you know, being careful, thinking, okay, what I'm gonna do. I always try to bait. I'm kind of a defensive more than an offensive person than going to attack. I always try to bait enemies out and stuff like that, which you should always be doing, and it just makes things a lot easier. But Fire Emblem Heroes doesn't really have much content wise other than arena, since most content in this game is most of the time temporary, and at the end of the day you just go back to arena, because I feel you just get more rewards out of arena at the end of the day. So it's people, I think people who've been playing the game and who are really good at the game, or just strategy games in general, and with this buff that they give you, it's gonna find that it's gonna be way too easy now. For certain, it is gonna help against rails. For sure, if you go up against them and whatnot. So
Onward.
I'm Shigure.
It's kind of a iffy thing to me. I do like it though. Like I do like these changes a lot for sure. It helps out me personally, I think, in showcasing other units than just the same units I use every arena week. I always try to use different units, because I feel that using the same ones and just showing them over and over again it's going to be the same. It kind of gets boring. And I kind of feel that way too. Using my main core team, I have way more fun using. I'm starting having fun using units that I don't use often. So this helps out. This bonus unit helps out, because I always try to get a unit, one of the new units from the new banners. If I can't get them, I'll just look at the other bonus units that I can use, and I just use them. So it is a fun change. It is a good change. In my opinion, it's a good quality of life for the game. But I just hope they do something else, or add something more to this game, something more challenging, or something that gives player who's been here for around a long time more incentive to play the game a little bit more. Of course, you have like your grand hero battles and stuff like that, and you can mess around with strategies and different teams that you can use to clear. But at the end of the day, once you do them, you've done them. And I personally like arena a lot, and doing arena just feels good. especially when you build these units up and you're like, oh, I want to test these against people who also have really good units, right? And if you get those wins, it feels great because you know that I built a really good team, a really strong team that can handle most other teams and stuff like that. So that's just my opinion on it. What I could say is that for new players and the likes, if you want to get into arena and stuff like that, is to build a core 3-member team, because I was going to use the same 4 units. At the end of the day, the 4th unit it's somehow always going to be replaced with a bonus unit for the week. One of each color at least. I suggest always getting at least having 1 dragon. That's just me personally. Dragons have been really good, really good since the changes, and building a future-proof dragon unit is always helpful, and it's always going to be handy at the end of the day, because not only they're good in arena, they're also really good in just regular PvE content. It's just there should be no reason to not build a dragon unit that's easily attainable. So like Korin, Naoi, any Faye, any of the 4 stars that can help you out. And since they also deal magic damage, you don't have to worry about a mage too much. As you notice, I don't use Nino a lot in my videos. So, but that's just a personal thing. That's up to the player, you of course, on how you want to build and want to go about your team. But yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening to me rabble and stuff like that. This is my first time doing an audio recording, so I'm doing this off the script. For sure. The next time I'll probably have something prepared or whatnot. But thanks again. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sorry I forgot to turn off the in-game music again. Anyways, have a good time, and I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.